Believe it or not, Derek Wheeliams may be my favorite release from the 2021 mainline. Now that excludes the NASCAR stuff, but that still says a lot. And it's mainly due to the fact that he appeared in the first Cars movie, which just carries so much nostalgia for me personally. I mean, I was 5 when that movie came out. I saw it a gazillion times, so it's ingrained in my memory. And for Mattel to release a brand new character from a movie that is now over 15 years old is just really special to me, and I'm very happy about it. Obviously, same applies to Sara, who I just reviewed a couple weeks ago. I'll leave that link in the description below and card suggestion pop-up. The reason why I rank Derek over Sara is because she is not exactly a new model. I think Derek looks cooler. I love the fact that he has these ginormous tires and a giant mic, and we'll get into that when we open him up. But yeah, super pumped about this. For other people, Cars 2, Cars 3, those movies will end up being more nostalgic, just depending on when you grew up. But for me, it's Cars. So anyways, we're going to get into it. Obviously, he's from 2021 Singles Case Al. I guess it might not be so obvious, but I've done now. This is my 4th review from that case, and so I've discussed this, but essentially the case is being found out in Australia and the United States at their popular stores, yet I have not received the case from my main supplier because Mattel is having some major delays due to COVID and some other issues that I might get into in maybe another video, but I don't want to be too depressing. Everything's okay. They're getting the stuff out to the stores, but resellers are taking a bit of a hit. So let's get into it right now. I like the artwork for him. It's pretty simple, you know, he's just kind of chilling there. He's really not taking up much of the space. I really kind of wish they made him look bigger because I feel like he is a pretty bulky coupe. I don't know. But anyways, you can see the desert horizon there in the background. New for 2021, of course. Metal, they just put that on all the 2021 stuff to really stress to you guys, like, yes, these cars are die-cast metal, even though they've always been, but now we're going to tell you. As seen in Cars, obviously. Then you have Todd Marcus, Ron Hover, Darren Ledfoot, Dash Boardman, and Marlon Clutches McKay, who is new to this case in terms of 2021 packaging. I have found him now twice. I only found Derek once. You guys know this, because you hopefully have watched my latest episode of The Hunt, where I show where I found all these cars at. But yeah, here is Marlon. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I found him at Walmart, and then I found him at Target. Only found Derek at Target. Would love to get another one to keep in the package, but we're going to open this guy up, and I'll be right back. Opening Cars is just like the best feeling ever, isn't it? I don't know what it is about it. Like, I'm literally just tearing in the cardboard and plastic, but feels so gosh darn good. All right, Derek Wheeliams. Now here he is in the movie. I think his microphone's actually on the other side. I might be wrong about that, or his rims might be different. It's either the microphone or the rims that make him slightly inaccurate, but whatever. I'm just happy to have somebody that is close to that car, and this also opens the door for other cars that share Derek's model. I mean, this is the first time Mattel has ever used this kind of really bulky, squared off coupe. And there are a bunch of other characters in Cars that use that model, fans and other reporters and whatnot. So who knows, maybe we can get some more of Derek's model, which I would not be unhappy about, even though a lot of people kind of frown upon repaints. For me, I'd be like, bring him on, more Cars 1 characters, the merrier. So he's got a nice little expression here, just smiling. He's got his blue eyes. He's probably super pumped. He just picked up some nice audio from McQueen and Sal. He's going to post it on YouTube, and it's going to go viral. Did YouTube even exist in 2006? I think it did, but it was very young. It was a nascent little baby. All right. We got a nice grill there. It's textured. I like the silver. It's a good contrast there. I like the rims here. Again, they're just different. Very 2006-esque. Like, very flashy. There's a little sparkle in his paint there. You can see it perfectly from that angle. And then his microphone's kind of like magnetized almost, just like stuck on the side here, whereas previously, like for example with Andrea, it's kind of wedged in the window with the side view mirror. So this is kind of different, that they basically just like plop, stick it to the side of his door. And it is pretty fragile. Again, be careful, it's not supposed to move. It will move a little bit. Actually, wow, it does have some articulation, believe it or not. You can move it kind of up and down like that. I'm probably going to break it, but yeah, it just kind of rotates around in its hole. But yeah, be careful. That totally will snap off. No license plate, which is a little interesting. A little disappointed about that, I guess. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's see when he was made. Let me make a guess. I honestly don't remember when the other ones were made. I'm going to go with, gosh, I don't even remember the letter. I think it's P. I bet it's like P46A. Oh my, I was so off. P29A. Yikes. Geez, 46A hasn't even happened yet. This is probably the 46th week of the year. Disney Docket, that was a stupid guess. Honestly, this probably is like the 46th week of the year. Anywho, made in Thailand, obviously. Alright, that's pretty much it for Derek. A very simple car. I would honestly take a version without the mic, so you can just have like another background car for stop motions and whatnot. But now we can do some comparisons with the other mic stick cars, you know, whatever you want to call it. There are a few here. We have the main two that everyone should know are Andrea and Matty, other Cars 1 releases. They get released quite often. Andrea was released this year as well. Maddie hasn't been released since 2017. I prefer Maddie. I just like her expression better. But Andrea has been around since 2009. And she was just released. So she's definitely Mattel's favorite. She's got a good expression too, I guess. But yeah, their microphones are a little thinner, a little bit more brittle. They don't move. So I would definitely be more careful with them. But yeah, Derek's is a thicker plastic, so you can kind of tell that it's stronger. It's just not as brittle. Yeah, that's interesting. I think Mattel is just like learning to not do stuff like that anymore, because in 2019, they released Biz Torxon here. This was the Super Chase. And she had a very thick plastic microphone. Like, I honestly wouldn't be worried about this one at all. This one's super thick, and it's attached. I guess it's not attached to the tire. It looks like it is, but it's actually attached to the wheel well there, the fender. And yeah, it's all like one piece, same color, even thicker than Derek's. And then the other car that has a microphone like this is Kevin O'Braken, but he was canceled. Now I want to compare him to a couple other cars that are similar to his model, but obviously not identical because he is unique. First and foremost is Sara Wheelson. Now in her review, I forgot to compare the Gen Tan sedan, and I thought more people would yell at me about that, but it seems like no one really noticed besides a few people, so thank you for not berating me about that. I'm sorry. I think I know, like, I always look through my entire collection. I'm just like scanning it. I probably look ridiculous, just like putting my face like 2 inches from my cases and just like going, you know, down and forth and whatnot, and looking for cars that, you know, look similar to the one I'm reviewing, and sometimes I just miss it, or I don't think of looking in like the Cars 3 area. Like for Sara, I was only looking in like my Cars 1 area. Also, one thing about him is that he has these side view mirrors that are kind of like a rubbery plastic that aren't attached, or they aren't a part of the metal body. So you can see that they move and kind of swiggle around there, which is unusual. Most side view mirrors are a part of the metal body and don't move at all. I think that applies to literally every single car here on the table except for Biz Torxon. Alright, so yeah, Sara's a sedan, so that's already one difference, but she's a little smaller. We have Chuck Manifold. Again, sedan. Skip Richter, sedan. By the way, sedan is like a 4-door, coupe's a 2-door. Some people may not know that. I recently learned that probably over the last 5 years, so definitely something that I feel like most people may not exactly know, so I wanted to clarify that. So even these guys, are quite different, but I feel like the backs of them look very similar. No license plate. You just have the 2 red dots for the taillights and the trunk outline, and that is it. And then I want to show Brad Windmiller here and Milo, a couple race fans, and they are very different as well, so I'm not going to spend much time on them. Yeah, super different. Yeah, but there are these 4 here. Oops, sorry if I accidentally knocked the microphone. These 4 here who have just very similar rears. Just the 2 red lights, and that's all you see. That's all you get. No license plate. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is my final review of Case L, which means we only have 1 case to go, which means there's only 2 more reviews to be had. Racing Red Lightning McQueen and Millie. Wow, can't believe 2021 is already coming to an end. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments, do you prefer Derek Wheeliams or do you prefer Sara Wheelson? I'm not a big fan that they included 2 cars with the near identical name in the comments. By the way, this is a custom. I reviewed him as well, so that's why you guys might be wondering, what is that? He's a custom. So I'll let you guys check out my video on him for more details. But yeah, 2 cars with wheel last names in the same case. I don't know whether to yell at Mattel or Pixar, because Pixar technically does the naming, but I mean, you'd think that Mattel would be like, hey, Pixar guys, like I know there's probably a lot of like Wheeliams and like, I don't know, something. A lot of the employees have similar last names, but you just can't name them so similarly. I mean, we've gotten like Williams before, Prince William, right? I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point, but whatever. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.